Yackey here, founder of Private Money Pro and creator of the Private Money Process, the step-by-step system showing you how to raise private money. Something that I feel is super critical when you're raising private money is to properly communicate, or to use the proper language while you're communicating. You know, it's interesting because, scientists have proven basically that when we communicate, our words are only about 10% of what we're actually saying. And the rest, the other 90%, is body language and tonality. Not just what we say, but how we say it. If I just was to say what, you think I'm asking a question. But if I said what, now I'm getting aggressive, right? It's how I said it, the same word, but I said it differently. So what happens is, and in my body language, if I'm like, what? And I go back, I'm like, what? My hands are like, what? Like, what? But if I'm like, what? Now I'm aggressive. I'm saying, what did you say? I want to tear your face off, right? It's more aggressive. It's the same word, two totally different outcomes. Now, when you're raising private money, what you say is super important. And you might say, well, listen, if I'm talking on the phone, they can't see my body language. Yes, they can. Yes, they can. They can hear your tonality, that's for sure. But not only that, but what language are you using? Are you familiar with the terms? Are you understanding of your industries? Let me tell you this. The people that raise the most private money, the people that raise the most private money are those who are the most expert at understanding real estate. It's that simple. It's that simple. Are you an expert? Are you familiar with the terms? Do you understand what the different language is of real estate? Do you understand what could happen? Do you understand what cross-collateralization is? Do you understand what default means? Foreclosure, REO, probate, bankruptcy sale, auction at the steps, these types of things. When you're dealing with construction and you're talking to contractors, are you using the right language? But when it comes to raising private money, it's the language has to be important. It's not, hey, can I borrow? That's pathetic. Can I borrow money? You don't want to be pathetic. Nobody wants to deal with somebody who's pathetic. It's, hey, I've got an opportunity for you and I. I don't want to borrow, even though it might be lender and borrower, that's that type of terminology, but it's, I've got an opportunity. Do you want to partner up on it? And the reason why I think this is so important, this is why, students come to me and ask me all the time, whenever they hear me speak or whether I'm doing one-on-one coaching or what have you, they say, Keith, how important is it, do you think, that I continue my education, that I continue to progress in being an expert? And I'll tell you this, after 7 years, I'm always continuing my education and always trying to hone the skills I need to be better at my craft, to be better at my business. Just recently, I just hired a coach. Just recently, here we are, 7 years later, raised over $45 million for all of my deals, and I just hired a coach on a very specific thing. Paid him a lot of money. It would be a large sum for anybody listening, because I want to know that specific thing perfectly. Because I know that investment in myself will then tweak and it will give me a return on that investment that will be it'll be worth way more than what I invested in. Okay? And that's how smart people think. That's how rich people think. They go, if I can invest in this for this amount and it will return me this amount, it's a no-brainer all day long. And so for me, in my business and in raising private money in my real estate career, I go, listen, I want to have the proper language. I want to be using the right tonality. I want to be using the right words so that when I am talking to a private investor or I'm talking to a hard money lender, it's confidence. My words instill confidence in them, because that's what it is. They're going to say, do I trust you and do I like you? That's the question they're asking me. Do I trust you and do I like you? A lender saying, I'm weighing my risk. Is the risk in investing with you worth the reward that we could possibly have, or do I not like you? And that's why I always, and I'm just gonna kind of shoot from the hip here, and kind of not shoot from the hip. I'm gonna share from my heart, and it's this: if you're a good person, you have a heart of gold, people can tell. There's this old saying that says, the eyes are the windows of the soul. And I mean, you and I both know, we register, you look into someone's eyes, you can just tell, man, there's something wrong about this person. There's something not right. And that's why I always strive to be a pure person. One of my life mantras has always been, be pure and be free. If you're doing the right thing, you're free from having to worry if you got to cover your tracks. Just be pure, be free. And when you're pure, even if you make mistakes in being pure, own up to them. Hey, I made a mistake here. Things didn't turn out exactly. I haven't had every deal turn out exactly the way I want it to turn out. I would be lying to you if I said that. That's not true. But being pure and to be free, people can see through your eyes. They can see into the window of your soul. They can see you. Be a pure, good person. Put that heart that says, these are funds people have entrusted me. I'm going to work hard just as if they were my own funds. That's the heart you have to have. And that's how people, if you really have that, you're here to help and serve somebody else, they can tell. It's obvious. And it's so rare nowadays. And so that's why you can really be a step ahead of your competition if that's really who you are. All right. Those are what I think. That's what I think proper language should be. That's what I believe about continuing education. Always moving forward. Always learning everything you can so that you can succeed.